Welcome, folks, back to Final Fantasy XI. Are we ready for this escort quest? Because I'm really kind of not. But it's not like we got much of a choice. Alrighty, so let us begin. Anyway, when we last left off, this is the proper route. Hey, how's it going? It's been a while. It's been far too long for 11. Let's see, we should take the initial north. And then we go this direction. And up and around. Of course, I don't exactly know what the supposed escort quest mission. Yeah, we are progressing. Go slowly, but that's to be expected. Still have some aggressive enemies over here. But that's to be expected. I finally did get some speed pants. Of course, I can't tell whether or not the movement speed stacks with the sandals or not. I don't think it does. But it is slightly faster this way. Then through here. Let's see, we found a Cremant portal. M1. Okay, so these are the escort quests in particular. I see. A game called Verse Ring. I don't think so. No, I'm not farming C or anything. We're just completing the story mission. Besides, I don't think there's anything in C that is entirely necessary. You know, there's a couple of items maybe, but nothing really important. I'll have to look into that. See what that game's all about. Seeing it's around the outside. Oh, V Rising. Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. I've heard about that one, yeah. Probably. I think I've heard about V Rising. I don't think I've looked into it in a bit. But I've heard about it for sure. It's just been a bit since I've heard anything about it. Which, you know, I heard good things. That much is certain. That much is certain. It definitely looked to be interesting. Oh, I imagine. They just released a major update. Okay. I hadn't heard that they had, so that's good to know. I'll have to look into that. I've got so many other games. Let's see, the Grand Palace, might as well put that one on as well. I have so many games that are on the to-stream list, including a gameplay loop on level. Okay, that's that's good to know. Let's see, we are now, where are we? Life of a gamer. Life of a gamer with unfortunately limited time, as we all get. Unusual. Oh, right. It does say that there's a... Interesting and unusual. Okay, that's not where we needed to be. Realistically, what we're trying to do today is we're trying to push through to 8-4. At least the first half of 8-4, because that one requires a waiting till Japanese midnight. Ah, is this what we're looking for? Do we have another situation of another map that isn't fully explanatory? Door has gotten in the way. Game. No. There it is. There's the alcove. For some reason, it was not being targetable. Come on out here, orb. The orb of security. The orb of clearance. The orb of protocol. The orb of authorization. I'm running out of synonyms for what it is. The orb of intruder verification? Oh, now it opens. It opens for the security orb, but not for us. Of course it would. Bloody security orb. We now have a moon ring, whatever that is. Let's have a look. +3 charisma. Useless. Useless. As expected. At least these guys don't seem aggressive. At least to us. Yeah, they're not aggressive. The absolute virtue knockoffs. No, I have not tried, Horizon because I mentioned it before. In fact, I just mentioned it on a recent Reddit post that someone posted about, classic servers on 11, and they're like, well, if they made a classic server but kept some of the quality of life things, would you be interested? The answer is no. I don't have the time for 75 era 14. Like, I'm gonna be honest, it had its time and its place, but I definitely don't have the time for any of that. Right, it's backwards. Yeah, I definitely don't have time for that, and honestly, private servers have their place. I'm of the opinion they don't have a use while the game is still running. While the devs continue to develop for it, which they are in 11. Now, if we're talking like City of Heroes, that's a different matter entirely. That game has been shut down. So I get those private servers and other private servers. I do understand those. But for a game that's still up and running, yeah. It's entirely because people have a nostalgia for that really I don't have time. It's like there's enough design decisions in 11 that irk me enough to where it's like that would not pass in modern game design. The only reason I put up with it is because I find the game outside of that quite fun. But there's enough small design decisions where it's like, did they really have to do that? No, but they did. So I can't fault them for making those choices. I just wish they'd made some better ones. Of course, then again, that was 2003. They might not have known better. Game design has come a long way since then. Like, the entire philosophy of game design has come a long way since then. Well, I would also not be surprised entirely that one of the devs said they knew better. And I also do understand things like not wanting to abandon all your old content. I do get that. That's why the end game grinds continue to exist. But I wish there was either a nicer way to do them. That's not really the words I'm looking for. A way to engage with them that wasn't so you have to do it all. Oh, that does sound like something one of them would say. And it's not necessarily a thing of difficulty, it is that they made some design decisions that are like, that was not that's not what I would make. I mean, I get wanting to create a community, I really do, but also there are ways to go about it that are better and smarter. I mean, look at what they've been doing lately. I don't know if you saw the posting for the May update. They're continuing to remove and make things easier to get into some of the end game things, and that is so overdue, in my opinion. That is so overdue. Like, I don't know why it took this new smaller dev team to do that. I mean, I don't recall specifically what they were talking about. I'll have to look it up in the patch notes that they've posted. Oh, there might have been someone else posting about it. And a lot of it is like, I mean, that is true. Money is always a reason developers always have issues. That's like also this new dev team seems to be pretty on the ball about being able and wanting to change things. Which appears to be something relatively new in during my time on 11. It's like, this dev team wants to do something other than just update Ambuscade every month. Which I appreciate. Like, they took Limbus offline for a solid month while they reworked it. Do I know what the Limbus update is and what it's for? Absolutely not. I've not done any Limbus. Well, you're probably right on that. Now, whether or not I'd say probably is just merely due to its lifespan. how long the game's been around that it's probably the most profitable game in the franchise. But that's mainly due to its age. But I would not be surprised in the slightest. I mean, you have to realize Square is a fairly large company. And profit for the company is... it's good for one, good for all. Square's just been very bad about managing budgets when it comes to all their other games. I mean, who remembers Babylon's Fall? That game fell apart very quickly. And it's not a cheap game to make. Come along now, Orb of Security. Certified Orb of... you are authorized. Like I said, I get it to some degree. And yeah, the whole monthly charge is a bit unusual, and that definitely throws a lot of newcomers off. Yeah, not bundling the two into one sub is definitely unusual. Yeah, a lot of people would... I know I would for sure appreciate it. Yeah, the fact that they haven't bundled the two together is unusual, but I can see why they haven't done it. Technically, they are two separate development groups, thus you have to keep their two separate budgets, you know, their budgets separate. As weird as it is. So you might as well keep, you know... It would be different if Business Unit 3 was doing the dev work on 11. It would definitely be different. Because then you could bundle the budget financials together. It's just easier to keep them separate while they're separate dev teams. And honestly, that would... It isn't... Yeah. It's entirely a financial bookkeeping problem. And Yoshi P would know. He was, at least, until recently sitting on the board of Square. And these are the things most people don't think of unless you've stood on the board of some committee somewhere and had to listen to the inner workings of an organization. I have. It's a volunteer organization, but it's like I'm on the board here. I understand those developments. Got to keep all the financials in order, and it's just easier to keep things separate the way they need to be separate. Is it annoying for the average person? Oh, absolutely. But finances are finances. And sometimes things that make sense from the outside don't make sense internally. Is orb? Okay, the orb is still following. Hearing those things shatter is just oddly off-putting. Because normally that's the sound of, hey, you've been hit. Fortunately, I think we're almost at the end of the last escort bit on this map. In fact, I think this is the last escort altogether. Orb. Okay, there you are, Orb. I almost lost track of you. He should turn to the... Nope, we should continue through this door and then to the south. And then to the south, and then in the... This door? That's what it's claiming. But normally there's an enemy over here, so that's kind of weird. No? It wants to go this route. No enemy guarding the final alcove. Northern portal has been dissipated. So apparently these orb things are not aggressive when in orb form. That's a bit unusual. Because when they're in bird, spider, or any other non-orb form, they're extremely aggressive. But in orb form, they're fine. That's an unusual aggro model. Like, these things would normally attack, but since they're in orb form, they're like, you're fine. Meanwhile, Cylinder over here, because they are aggressive whenever. Yeah, this is, that was the last escort. Though I do wonder what aggression model those cylinders, egg-shaped whatevers they are. Whatever term you'd want to use for them. Heck, definitely you could call them egg-shaped and you'd be not wrong. Continue around this tower, and then we hit straight south, and we should hit... I'm gonna hear him casting magic. Egg is following. As I would expect. Honestly, though, I've been spending far more time lately on 14 doing the crafting grind, and oh my lord, I'm loving it. I'm loving moon crafting. It is exactly as I expected. I was going to be no-lifing it, and my god, is that working. Orb? Huh, an aggressive orb. That's unusual. Of course, Millennial. You happened to grab the other guy. Villanarial. Of course, I'm not no-lifing it like some people are. My god, some people already, like, day one had all 9 of their relics, all their relics done, and I'm like, how? How? How did you do that? No, I completed my first relic not that long ago, but that was because I stupidly decided to focus on fishing as my main priority. Don't do that. Leave fishing to be the last one, because my god, it is not... Fishing is the most annoying gathering profession, in that, specifically, it's all RNG, and it is so annoying to try and manipulate. So you're going to want all your bonuses, all the bonuses you can get for that, because otherwise it's just going to take forever. And that was the problem, is it was taking me forever to get my fishing leveled up, and I was annoyed. And now, cutscene. Why would she be in the chamber? That is the question, Nagmalada. Why is she still in the chamber? Nagmalada! Has even the Dawn Maiden come to know the icy grasp of emptiness? Has the great goddess Altana finally abandoned us to our hopeless destiny? No, Nagmalada. Lady Ynovel has become the instrument of Altana's will. Oh. Celtius. If the plans of the terrestrial avatars in the Kulu were to fail, this was the last line of defense. She has attempted to absorb the emptiness pervading the Chamber of Eventide and destroy it, along with her own existence. Why would she do such a thing? To prevent the coming of the Keeper of the Apocalypse. Promethea has been reborn. What the hell? Promethea was only supposed to come back if Alto fell to Vanadiel. Bahamut himself said so. Then allow me to correct that statement. The incarnation of the Twilight God has been resurrected. The incarnation? The Keeper of the Apocalypse is the instrument of Promethea's will. And Promethea's will is the emptiness. The vessel that was destined to hold the darkness is among us once more. The incarnation sought to fill itself with emptiness. Eventide. Oh, that emptiness was found here. The source of darkness drained from Mini Akulu during the perfection of the Chamber of Eventide. A darkness greater than that of the intended keeper was unwittingly focused in this place. This source of emptiness, if left unchecked, would lead to the resurrection of Promethea. Thus the attempt of Lady Yves-Noel to send it to oblivion, along with her own life. And you let her commit such an act? Lady Yves-Noel was not to blame. She built the Chamber of Eventide in the name of love. She tried to rescue us from our fate. You speak the truth. We Kulu are at the beginning of all of this. That is why I absorbed the emptiness from the chamber. I sealed it within me and departed this life. You've died? But you're still... Phoenix. Phoenix was with you, right? She brought you back to life. Miss Meldarian came to the same conclusion. When the emptiness dies with you, it will be born again in another form. That's why you sealed it within you, like I did with my magicite. Yes. However, that act was a dangerous gamble. With the creation of this new world, Bahamut lost his power, and I could do nothing but flee the incarnation of the Twilight God. I was trapped here, unable to return to Vanity L. But that was when Lady Yves-Noel released the blinding light from her life force to bind the incarnation within the audience chamber. Exhausted by her efforts, she fell into eternal dream and has communicated with us several times. How could this have happened? Is not the paradise meant to be the realm of the gods, overflowing with the blessed light of the crystals? Are we not supposed to gain a higher dimension of existence to obtain perfection? Though it is sustained by an amplified shard of the Mother Crystal, this world is not the perfect paradise of legend. And neither are you ready to be the perfect warriors of the crystal. Both you and this world lack the full blessings of the crystal's light. So what the hell are we supposed to do? You must pass through the Gate of the Gods and visit the 5 towers of the Garden of Ruhmet. Those towers are bathed in the light of the Mother Crystals. They were built to cleanse the 5 forms of darkness from a person's soul. If that light illuminates the darkness that lurks in the deepest corners of your being, only then may you stand a chance against the incarnation of Promethea. Celtius, have you finally worked up some enthusiasm for this battle? I do not know. I no longer experience any emotion. I realize this may be an unwelcome fact, but you must be prepared. The 5 forms of darkness are but wispy shadows in comparison to the abyssal void of the emptiness. It is a complete and implacable foe. Your victory in this battle is not assured. What I can do, though, is show you the truth. Everything will be revealed on the highest level of the palace. If you are still ready to fight when the time comes, I will join you in the struggle to save the world. Come, the path beyond the gate of the gods awaits. He has definitely become an unusual being, and that much is certain. Let's go, Rachnios. But first, hey, Nagmalada! Take it. Leave me be. I must entour Lady Yevnuel within the Uppat obelisk. Ufpat obelisk. She cannot return to the crystal from here. Hell. Don't think this means I've forgotten anything. All your betrayals, the Moblin massacre. I'll be waiting to make you pay. See at the top? Prish. And now we gotta get back to the beginning of the entire dungeon. As usual, the fastest way to do that is to take a warp ring. Okay, 8-3. Let's see, it's changed to Promethea location. The Grand Palace. Just checking to make sure that we've got the proper idea of where to go. And there's a very specific path depending on your race that we have to follow. Which, since we're Hume, we're going to be taking A very specific path. Mostly because the human tower is the most northernmost tower. Magnios, did you see where everyone went? I can't believe they went ahead without me. I would have expected more from Omia, at least. Huh? They said they heard a voice calling them up from this way? Gotta be kidding me. They can hear that? We gotta find them quick. Oh yeah, you better take this with you so you can wander around by yourself. Meet up with you later. We now have the amulet. Summon up all the trusts we can. Because I think this is going to be a long walk regardless. Let's see, we come up here. I think. No. Well, that's the central elevator. No, we go this direction. My bad. Then we head... not that direction. Over to here. And then from here we go up. To the north. To the next big chamber. Yep. And then we go east into this room. Then north. Xylart, Promethea. That's what we're looking at. And then into this chamber. There it is, the garden. And then it's just more or less a straight shot north. One thing I have noticed is that the enemies have started having aggro ranges. Like they will just abandon you and not pursue you to the edge of the maps. But I also know that's not a thing that continues. Like, there's still, at most, a lot of enemies in later expansions that will, in fact, pursue you to the edge of the map. Creatures. Getting a lot of Luminon chips, and I don't know what those are for. Map 1. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get to the Burning NM fight today. Yeah, we're not gonna get as far as I wanted to get. That's kind of to be expected, given the length of these streams. The length these streams tend to be. I'm hoping to at least get the brands of Dawn and Midnight, of Dawn and Twilight, at the very least. Oh, another three creatures have... 3 egg creatures. I thought the bird creature had followed us, but I wasn't sure. Was not sure. Also, I'm not entirely sure what in the... Oh god, that's a human. They can take the form of a human. That is slightly terrifying. I'm not sure why I'm getting so many Luminen chips. It's not like I've got Thief as my subclass. No ground strike off. Can you not target him because you're not facing him? Or no, he's just too close. That's one of the things that's most wonky about 11 is its tab targeting. And I thought the tab targeting in 14 was occasionally wonky, but 11's is by far worse. And we've now reached the top floor. I don't think there's any enemies. Nothing's showing on the mini-map. And now for the panel. Cleanse ourselves of the darkness. Lady Yves Noel, I wanted to let you know. We who are bound in darkness are soothed by your light. You can never know how grateful. With the whisper of the soul, I could have conveyed my thoughts to you completely. Perfection. I should have been the one to attain perfection. I am the one who should lead the imperfect masses. Why does the betrayer ascend to a higher form while I remain flawed and incomplete? Tell me, what terrible folly have I perpetuated? Was this act so irreversible? No. My path has been true. It's the incomplete world that is in error. Yes, this world and the addled gods who created it have committed an unforgivable sin. Bold of you to assume such, Nagmalada. Lord Promethea, what do you want of us? What do you want from this world? You absolute idiot. That's it, isn't it? This incomplete world exists for the sake of imperfection. That explains our existence. But I will not. Let us remove the darkness within us. That is one of the most interesting things. I noticed is that there is in fact one of every one of the races in the group that we were traveling with. Well, we might be able to. Back to the Grand Palace. I mean, that all depends, really. How quickly we can get the 2 brands. Because there's 2 fights before the wait for Japanese midnight reset. Yes, please let me in. I get you want to be all dramatic and everything, but please just let me in faster, please. Let's see, we go this way to the big chamber. Then we go up and north. Running through to the next big chamber. And then we head down through one of these ramps. Continue this direction. And then we make a little jig-a-jog. Through here. And then we head south through this particle gate. Well, I attracted all of them. Whoops. Oh well, it's not like they're gonna cause much of a problem to someone at this, even my equipment level. Like, I'm not even in artifact or relic gear or anything. I'm just in ambuscade gear. Okay, they're all 4 dead. Home point in front of the elevator ramp. Okay. They had to remain on their pedestals. I see. I was not supposed to kill them. Now they will respawn, so the recommendation is if you kill them, that was not it, is to stand at the door and just, okay, what is my auto run? That was not it. There we go. It says auto run towards the door and you'll just enter it once they respawn. Now I messed up that puzzle. Whoops. Definitely messed up that puzzle. We'll have to wait for 5 minutes. Well, I definitely messed up that, So since I've messed up that puzzle, accidentally, I think once they respawn and we grab the home point on the other side, I think that's where we're gonna have to call it for today. It's a bit disappointing. I was hoping to get through all of everything except for the wait till Japanese midnight. Oh well. That's unfortunately how these things go. While we're here, of course the wiki has not been updated with the new Limbus. I have absolutely no idea what current Limbus requires, because Limbus has been back online for a couple of months now. Come on. Oh, they are starting to respawn. There we go. We might have enough time, actually. Oh, I came back just in time. Either... Let's see. Because I gotta get the 2 seals. They're both gonna be decently annoying, although Dawn is faster. To get to, we go south. Continue south. Through this door. Yeah, work is always a thing. It's always a good, it's always a terrible interruption, to be honest. Let's see, and then go in here. Correct? Teleporter? Definitely got some interesting music up here. I'm not opposed to the music because it's kind of got that nice, funky, almost... It's got a definitely nice... synthy vibe to it. That's the word I was looking for. And I do always like myself a nice synth track. They're always kind of cool. Yeah, definitely a bit of funk to it. It's actually a very minimalistic track, all things considered. It really is kind of a minimal track, and the minimalist track. Because all it consists of is a bass note, a bass line, and just some very synth, like plucked strings effect. Go back through our teleporter. So every time we go through a teleporter, it unsummons the trusts. That's an unusual thing. Oh, I believe it. It's definitely got some pretty good tracks to it. Which is why I'm definitely looking forward to the next raid in 14, because that's going to be... I don't know where that's going to go, but it's going to go places. And musically, it can only get better. Not that direction. To the very edge. Not that edge. I thought I was right. I thought I was right in that I had to go south at the big room. Then up this route, because we need to go around the edge of the area. And then we just continue to skirt the edge of the area. Oh no, I've been slowed in combat. How could that ever be a problem? Then through this teleporter, which should take us to the other side. There's a couple of other interesting tracks, interesting bits to this track, but it's a surprisingly simple track. Surprisingly simple music track. I thought we had more reasons to do that. But it's like, oh, no, 5 out of 10, and it had already been completed. My goodness, words today. You're right, sometimes simple is best. Yeah, especially when it comes to music, you can definitely overdo music very easily. Let's see, should have time, hopefully. We might have time to do this. Depends on how many cutscenes we have between now and there. That's him. We should need to ascend twice. Ascend twice. We've been granted security clearance. Are you going to let us in? I did say a cutscene. Though we don't know how intricate a cutscene. Though based on the fact that someone tried to knock down the doors for the other brands. He's gone mad! Start raving bunkers! Tenzin. Again, man. What the? Hey, what the hell's going on here? I struck with the flat of my blade. They're not badly wounded. Our companions were climbing over one another to reach the portal ahead. Surely you heard it. That voice has poisoned their minds. That voice speaks the truth. Our mother and father are waiting for us. It says we can live happily ever after as one big family. And we'll never be sad or lonely again. He wishes to hear my song. The song that only I can sing. He needs my strength to rebuild the shattered city. The perfect law, where no crimes will be committed, lies ahead. It offers a new way of life for everyone. Power. Power to protect the weak. That voice promises me power. To me, it promises to teach the path of righteousness. The path that can be walked without the slightest regret or hesitation. And to me, it promises an end. The voice of the emptiness is within you. Celtius. Any attempt to escape from it is futile. And yet, it seems that some of you still resist. But when you stand before the Keeper of the Apocalypse and behold the form of the Twilight God, will you be able to withstand his call? Are you still running on the same old words, Celtius? I told you we can. Now what? It can't be. It's just Nagmalada doing Nagmalada things. Come on, people. Ragnios, can you handle this? Think of it as a warm-up for the main event. When angels fall. Just 4 of these things. Oh, 2 people beat it in 34 seconds. That's pretty good. Theoretically, I won't even need to summon a healer for this. Oh no! I've been silenced. Whatever will I do? Make sure it doesn't retreat, because if these things retreat to their pedestals, they will in fact restore to full HP. There are in fact 3 cutscenes before the next fight. Quickly, time is short. Nang Malada? I mean, what did you expect him to do? Well, the physical embodiment of Promethea is right here. Whoa! What is the matter, my brave companions? Haven't you been dying for the chance to topple the Keeper of the Apocalypse? Why'd you just stand there? Seleknios, Lady Prish, I cannot go any further. That voice steals into my heart in spite of my greatest efforts to ignore it. It calls me to his side. You did pretty good getting this far, Tenzin. To be honest, unlike you, I don't even want to get within spitting distance of him. But that's what we gotta do. Right, Ragnios? Come closer. Although it disgusts me to admit, the only source of light here comes from that radiance that you and I share between us. And I'm sure you want to find out more than anyone. Your simple life as an inventor has been turned upside down by these fools. You've been constantly hounded by the cries of, "Save the world! Save Altana's people!" They've even asked you to die for their cause. But you don't really care about all of that, do you? You just wish to learn the truth. The truth that nobody can tell you. Am I right? Yes. As do I. It's finally clear to me. The truth is that the only bright point of perfection in this incomplete world, the only thing we can trust, truth, and nothing else. Only one who learns the truth, one who holds all knowledge, can discover the perfection of paradise. Lord Promethea, teach me all the truths of creation. Then I will lead the incomplete people of this world beyond the gates to the origin of perfect truth. Stop! Lady, you've nailed you! So that is what Promethea looks like, huh? It is very Diablo angel-demon-esque. Angel-esque. Agnes, get back! Farewell, Nagmalada. You will not, in fact, be missed. What has he done? He has become an orb. Though for being called the Twilight God, he's very Dawn-esque. Very brightly colored. Yeah. This is the truth. The truth I never knew. We are. We are. We are. Out with it, Nagmalada, please. I get you're having a large existential crisis. Do not say it, Nagmalada. I have found thee. My wayward children. I come to greet thee. Return to thy father. They were all of them deceived. Oh, good. No! What did he mean? What the hell did he mean? Children? Prometheus children? Does that mean... Snap out of it. Please. Resurrection and death. I can't let that happen. Let us leave the garden. Then we zone into Alto. Hey, do you guys see where Promethea went? All have become one. My master, his lady, their friends, everyone. All have coalesced into a single deity. There, I can see him! Canst thou hear me, goddess? Thou who hast sheltered my very existence. I will be reborn. It is time to surrender to thine abhorrent death, to the embrace of perpetual darkness. An eternity of silence awaits. Ah, farewell this time. Shall be forever. The goddess is crying? The apocalypse is at hand. all the way down the main elevator.
Wait, take us with you! Take us with you to Vanadiel! What is that? The Dusty Divinity's heading for Vanadiel! That's right! The great Prometheus realized why his children have not come to greet him. He's gonna break the 5th Mother Crystal and bring this entire city crashing down to the world. They are calling you. Your children are calling you home. Damn it. This because of Nagmalada. Nagi was absorbed. All his knowledge poured straight into the mind of the Twilight God. Agnes, I'm gonna need that amulet back. We gotta go. He's at the lowest level of the palace. Come, Rachnios. It's time to put the hurt on the Twilight God.
That amulet has come and gone from our inventory so many times. It is actually ridiculous. Should just be able to take the home point, I think. Yeah, that would have made a lot of quality of life improvements a lot easier if they had made it for primarily PC. But that is unfortunately the case. You know, not every dev can do things as nice as they were, can hope for things. I mean, we could always hope that things would have gone differently, but sadly, not everything can. And now we descend. I'm saying things true of other games. I mean, like I've been streaming Deus Ex Invisible War. That game was designed for the original Xbox. And that game would have been so much better if it had been designed for PC. Sadly, that ship, like every other ship, when a dev team chooses its development platform, it is what it is. The final cutscene before the final fight.
Oh! Where the hell are we? Is that Griffin? Vanity L's right below us.
Oh, very much. Very cool arena.
Meteor!
Oh, those three idiots. Until we begin the final battle of Chains of Promethea.
Celtius!
I'm fine. It's Promethea you need to worry about. That won't hold him long. I thought I could draw him away from here with the promise of the darkness I hold within. But it seems the Twilight God is content to wait until the end is near.
The apocalypse, huh? Meaning the moment when Promethea dies? I've been a complete idiot. The will of Promethea, the emptiness, it's a manifestation of complete death. Even a god would be destroyed by the full force of the emptiness. That's why so many vessels were needed to hold it. The children of Altana?
Yes. To ensure the Twilight God's continued existence, Altana stole the energy of the Mother Crystal to create the race of people. The Mother Crystal split into 5 parts. The realm of gods was torn from its higher plane to be transformed into the world of Vanadiel. The people of Alto, with this knowledge burned into their souls, joined together to return to the Twilight God. They sought to restore the original Mother Crystal and open the gates to paradise. That was when they knew. The thing that I, once killed by the grasp of emptiness, know only too well. The despair of the apocalypse. I want to end this curse. No longer shall we live in the shadow of our darkness, our arrogance, envy, cowardice, apathy, rage.
How about that? A god with a death wish. Hey, your Twilightness. Hate to break it to you, but me and Celtius aren't mortal anymore. We're not gonna let you get away with this. But you're still mortal, Rachnios. You have to decide for yourself. Willing to sit here and wait for the end? I don't think so. For Vanadiel!
Alright, Krish, please don't jump in right away. Okay, he doesn't count as in combat. It is a bit foolish to just go running in there like that. Of course, if Celtius dies, this fight is over. Can I target Promethea, please? Game, thank you. Well, she's actually taking off a respectable amount of health, all things considered. Of course, I can do just more than that. I'll grant her for... I'll grant her... great things for trying. Although, oddly enough, she got the last blow in. That's the most ironic thing. The reign of twilight is inevitable. Thine own weakness betrays thee. We have succeeded. Mostly due to item level creep, but also the end.
Lord Promethea, our master, you cannot fall. Say good night.
Wait, Prish, not yet.
Huh?
Yearn, desire, hunger for the end of mortality.
Time for some divine punishment. Meteor. I think we overdid it.
Prish!
Yeah. This is not the end. There will be no apocalypse.
Magicite is forming.
The light of the crystal is illuminating the emptiness within.
Who calleth my name? What faceless soul calleth me from the void? The light of Hola, Dem, Maya, Vazel, and Alto shine forth.
Canst thou hear me, Promethea?
life force is returning to the Mother Crystal. Now the people of Alto and Nagmalata too will find peace at last. Look at that. Tears of the Goddess. Far above the world, Altana grieves for her lost Promethea. The facets of the Dawn Goddess Altana: trust, compassion, justice, courage, hope, and that which was born last. If the people learn about this one thing, they will carry on. You know what I'm talking about? Don't you? Yes. Next time. Kicks in with the sorrowful music right at the end there, just briefly. Oh, that's funny.
Plish! Hey, you guys!
So Rachnios, Lady Prish, so Celtius, you've succeeded beyond all expectations.
Glad to see you all back to your normal selves. Vandiel and her people are safe. And don't let me catch you worrying about us being the children of Promethea. Listen, the voice of the goddess, mute for so long, should be clear to you now. It proves that a part of Altana lives within each and every one of us. When people are born, the tears of the goddess flow within them.
Good lord, I can't read today. The fifth Mother Crystal has been saved as well. Alto no longer plummets towards Vanadiel. The lives of its people, the light of their life force, healed the crystal. Rachnios, Prish, all of you who have fought beside me, you have my gratitude. From this point onwards, I'll remain here in Alto as a guardian and keep watch over your world. Or as one of the more commonly summoned trusts. But that's a system that won't live for many years.
It's time we went home. The apocalypse is over. It's never over. A journey. A tale. An adventure. Is just beginning.
The Tabukis. In ages past, a sentient jewel, enormous and beautiful, banished the darkness. Its many-colored light filled the world with life and brought forth mighty gods. However, the arrival of Death Implacable brought an end to the god of twilight. Aglow with the essence of love eternal, the Dawn Goddess sought to restore the lost divinity. Upon the fallen deity, Altana bestowed the light of the true crystal. In the bodies of mortals uncounted was the Twilight God reborn. The true crystal shattered into 5 parts, its holy light extinguished. Paradise was no more. Thus was born the world of Vanadiel. And with that, that is as far as we can actually go. Like, we cannot go any further with any remaining story bits, because we need to wait for a Japanese midnight reset. So next week. We have next week to follow up on this. So thank you all for the slightly longer stream than normal. Promethea will continue. We'll probably jump right into the epilogue before we get to the continuation of Adart Gone. So we'll see how far we can get there. But we'll see everybody tomorrow for the demo of a game I've been following its development a little bit on YouTube via shorts. We'll see you next time.